What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? So I've been gone for a minute. I've been out of town. I was out of town for the weekend, so I didn't get any of my weekend shows done. And then I was all set to come home last night and do a bunch of videos. And then I walked into a shit show, y'all. Got some really bad news last night, so I just wasn't in the mood to do anything, and nobody's actually in the room right now, so ain't no need me going into no details, but I'm sure you guys will see it in the replay. So I was going to do a bunch of videos, and I decided that I was going to just drop this live for about 30 minutes so I could just kind of tell you guys that, apologize for not getting all my videos out and everything, and then just go over a few hot topics, and then I'm going to drop a couple of videos tonight. That's the plan. So I apologize that I've been MIA for a minute, and I want to thank everybody, especially, again, I know nobody's actually in here right now, but I want to thank James Caldwell for reposting that video for me on Bennett College. I've actually had people reaching out to me. People say they're making donations, and so for that, I thank you. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I did do a video on Bennett, and it will be in the description box where you can make a donation. Bennett College is a small historical Black college. It's an all-women's institution in Greensboro, North Carolina. It is my alma mater, and we are in trouble. I ain't too proud to beg. We need money. We need it fast. And just to know that an institution that's been around since Reconstruction is in danger of closing. We know that a lot of the smaller HBCUs are in trouble. So with that being said, I humbly ask that you click the link that'll be in the description box for this video. $5, $10, $20 is tax deductible. It's the end of the year. Everybody looking for a tax write-off, right? Right. All right, so let me talk about a few things. Nobody is in here, so I might as well just made a video, but it's all good. I got to get used to doing lives. I got to get used to people knowing I'm doing lives. It's okay. First thing I want to talk about, okay, let me just go on and drop my 2 cents on this whole Cardi B thing. Cardi B Offset. Now, let me say this. I did a video about the divorce, but then the whole thing went down this weekend with him coming on stage, interrupting her. Hey, China White, how you doing, babe? He came in and he interrupted her set and was begging for her forgiveness. Now the rumors are that she knew he was coming on stage and it was a publicity stunt. Then Offset's dad went to his Facebook and posted this long message about people disrespecting his son and how he alluded to Cardi having a drug problem and just a lot of other stuff. So, hey, how you guys? Oh, people are coming in now. Thanks. Come on in. And so I was saying that I'm just dropping a live to go over a few hot topics, y'all, because I'm behind on my video. So I'm going to do a live and just go over a few things. So I'm glad y'all done rolled up in here. Hey, Pat! Come on, girl. How you doing, girl? That's my girl, Pat. Pat, we got to do a video together. Pat going to come over and do, hey, Diana. Hey, what's up? What's up, Sexual Light, #1 Sexual Light. Look, I'm getting ready to talk about that diss track in a few minutes. I'm going to talk about that damn diss track in a few minutes. Yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. I'll go with Pat. Call me, girl. But yeah, so I had some really bad news last night, so that's where that was. But back to Cardi B. So Cardi B and he said good. So Cardi B and this whole thing. Pat, do you think it was a publicity stunt? Do you think that Cardi knew Offset was coming on stage? Do you think that was real? Or you think it was a publicity stunt? Me and my girl Pat, we talk pop culture all the time. So I want to know what her opinion is. I personally feel like I refuse to believe that she had no idea that man was there and that he got all them flowers and all that stuff and she didn't know. But I do feel like her response was genuine. And, I fully support apologizing in the same way you disrespected me. You disrespected me publicly, apologize publicly. However, okay, I did see her face. So that's what I'm saying. I believe her reaction was valid, was real, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it was a publicity stunt, though. I don't think she planned that. I don't. But I think that she had an inkling that he was in the area or around. She probably told him not to do what he did, and he did it anyway. I believe that because he's a narcissist. I just feel like people, like I said, you apologize the same way you disrespect me, but I don't have to take you back. I don't have to accept it. See, that's what people get apologies mixed up. They think an apology means that I have to accept your apology. I don't. I don't have to accept the damn thing you said. I don't have to like it. I don't have to accept it. I don't have to go along with it. It just means that you are letting me know that you are sorry for whatever you did to me. And so when he came, she had been blocking his calls. According to them, they share a publicist who helped Offset pull it off. Okay. All right. According to the right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and see, that's the other thing. And that's why she said that the divorce would take a long time, because they have a lot of intermixed business, a lot. And that's going to be some shit, because who think they got a prenup? They got married at the Justice of the Peace. Who think they got a prenup? So, honey, that's a mess. I just think that he need to leave her alone and give her a minute. You cheated on her multiple times. I'm not saying she was perfect, because who knows what she was doing on the other end. But you cheated on this woman multiple times. Give her a minute to process. She gonna probably take you back. She was on her live the other day talking about how she missed the D, and she wanted some. So it's whatever. What you think, Pat? You think they're gonna get back together? What y'all think? The whole room. Y'all think they're gonna get back together? I think they're gonna get back together personally. I think they're gonna be the Whitney and Bobby of our generation. Whitney and Bobby was my generation, but of y'all, the young generation. I think they're gonna do this back and forth. They're gonna be like the Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, and I think they're gonna go back and forth. I think this is just they got married in their bedroom. I thought they went to the Justice of the Peace. They got married in their bedroom? Okay. I guess they took a break from other bedroom activities to say I do. People always cry after the fact. Diana said he was crying. I guess he is crying. I think Black people need to stop giving Cardi advice when she identifies with the Latino community. They do things differently over there. Explain what you mean. How they do things differently. What you mean? Like, which I don't know what you're saying. Like they do things differently. Well, I don't even think it's about money. I think they really do love each other. I think they're just young and doing. And one thing his father did say, his father was like, I know my son's not perfect, but he's mine, and I'm going to defend him. And he said, he's 25 years old with a whole lot of money, and women throwing themselves at him. So he ain't gonna stop cheating. He's not. So Cardi just gonna have to make a decision. Cardi just gonna have to, in my opinion, she's just gonna have to make a decision about whether she's gonna accept it or not. Yeah, I think she's gonna take him back. I think love is love, regardless of your culture. Yeah, I just want you to expand right to be told, because I'm not sure what you mean by they do things differently in the Latin community. I don't know what that means as far as infidelity and taking people back. And I don't know I'm not sure what you're saying. We do know that things are different culturally. I understand that. I'm just not sure what specifically you mean in that regards. Hey, Really B, is you live? Yes, I'm live. What's up, Carolyn? I's live. I can't do it like James, but I's live. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I agree with you, Pat. You have to stop accepting the excuse. Infidelity is infidelity is infidelity. I understand, and I'm not making an excuse for him. I'm just saying I think that's why he's going to keep cheating, because I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's ready to be in a monogamous relationship. I just don't. She took you back before. It's not the first time she's caught you cheating. It's not, and that's what we know about. Who knows what's been going on in the privacy of their bedroom? So we know that publicly he's been caught cheating before, and she took him back. Okay, here we go. They handle a relationship. They were quick to leave and stay away. Some of them strive to get married and have babies early. I don't think Black people understand the mindset. Yeah, I don't either. So I guess I don't, because I'm Black. I don't understand that. I don't understand. I'm not sure. I don't understand that. I do know that when Cardi was on Love and Hip Hop, I don't know if y'all watched her when she was on Love and Hip Hop, and she was talking about marrying the dude that was in jail, Tommy. She said then, she was like, I don't look at marriage as forever. Like, if I get married, I'll get divorced. If it don't work, I'll get divorced. I mean, she said that. She said, I don't have a traditional view on marriage, and everybody keeps telling me that don't get married, don't get married. She was like, but if I get married and it don't work out, I'll just get divorced. Like, she said that. And that was before Offset and before, when she was still on Love and Hip Hop. That was before any of this. But she said she just doesn't have a traditional view on marriage as far as, I'm going to stay with you till death do us part, no matter what. Like, she said it. So, and people thought she was crazy then when she said it, but she meant what she said. She said what she said, I guess. All right, so since my boy S. Dot is in the room, I don't know if you're still in the room, S. Dot. If you're still in the room, wave. So if you watch me, you know that I review a show called G Status ATL Hustle. It is a YouTube web series that follows LGBTQ men of color down in Atlanta. And so the season has been very explosive. She did say that, but she also said she screwed DJ So. Now she is saying all of that was a lie. Well, it probably was a lie. You know, Mona Scott would get you caught up in a storyline. It probably was a lie. Shit. She was on a reality show. She was trying to come up. If Mona Scott told her to say that her and DJ So slept together, she probably did. I wouldn't put it past her that she lied about that. I don't put nothing past a whole lot of these quote unquote storylines on reality shows. I don't. So people who followed her on Instagram knew who Cardi B was. I didn't know who Cardi B was before the show. I found out that she was really big on Instagram, which is what got her on Love and Hip Hop. But if Mona Scott said, look, I'm about to cut you some checks for the next however many weeks of work, and this is your storyline, I'd have gone along with it too. At that time, Cardi was what, 22 years old, trying to stay out of the strip club. I'd have said it too. So she probably did. But look who won in that game. She played that game and she came out well on top. I think she did. I think she did say she did. I'm trying to remember. It was alluded to on the show. It was alluded to. She didn't say she did on the show. She was alluded to, but I think it did come out, Pat, that I think so. I don't know. You know this stuff. You know stuff better than I know stuff, but I do think but it was alluded to. It was definitely alluded to that something went down between the two of them. Because remember in the first season matter of fact, yes, she did. She said she slept with Self. The first season that she was on, in those early episodes when she was talking about him being, yep, she sure did. When he was her producer, she said that because she said that they had sort of like a friends with benefits type situation. That's why she was like, once we have beef forever. She did say she slept with Self. Yes, she did. She did. Anyway, so now, okay, so back to G Status. So G Status had this very explosive season. Hold on. Well, that's what I'm saying, Pat. She may have said it now that she didn't sleep with him, but on the show, she said she slept with him. When she was on Love and Hip Hop, she did say that her and Self slept together. Now, she may be saying it now after the fact, but on the show, that's why I'm saying that was probably part of her storyline. That's what I'm saying. That was probably part of her storyline that she had to say her and Self had something. Now, she might be saying now that it never happened, but for the purposes of Love and Hip Hop, she said it. Yeah, see, yeah, for the storyline. Anyway, all right, y'all. That was for the storyline, though. But is that what I'm missing? What's up? Yes, you're missing it, Will. What's up? My podcast co-host is in the chat room. I decided to go live because it's been a lot of stuff going on, and I'm behind on my videos. So I figured I would cover a few topics here and then go back and do. I still got to do. I'm going to do my Love and Hip Hop, New York. I'm going to do my Real Housewives of Atlanta tonight and Dirty John. I'm going to try to get those 3 out tonight. And then we got the season finale of Black Ink Crew. I'll probably drop that one tomorrow because that don't even come on till 10 o'clock. So, back to you, S. Dot. I love you too, Pooh. Back to you. So, G Status ATL Hustle. It was an explosive season. We had the reunion was about 2 weeks ago. Go back. All of the episodes are online, y'all. It's an online web series. And to make a long story short, because I can't get into all the minutia of what happened in that season, but what ended up happening was we have one of the guys on the show named Core dummy. You see how he playing off the core dummy? You see how he took your core dummy and he making it core yummy? I know you see it. But his name is Cordae. He's a singer. He has dropped a diss track in which he talks about a couple of the other cast members. Now, I listened to the diss track. I listened to it twice before I did this live because I wanted to speak on it. It's not a great song. It's not a great song. He was throwing some shots. I think he wanted to get some things off his chest, and he has a platform. He can go into the studio and he can make a song. He's a clout chaser. He's a clout chaser. Did you see? Now, he's been doing a lot of interviews where he's speaking on, I guess, his version of behind the scenes type things that were going on. And I've looked at an interview today where he spoke on a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, and I said this in my reviews and I'll continue to say it, Cordae ended up, he's in a full-blown relationship with the producer. It tainted the show. In my opinion, it tainted how the lens in which things were seen. Yes, Cordae came out as the quote-unquote villain. However, it created, in my opinion, unnecessary strife. He was crying about a VIP section. Well, he couldn't get into the VIP? I mean, he couldn't get in. Well, he couldn't get in VIP. Nobody wanted him in there. Because all you got to do is pay to get in the VIP, right? I don't know. I don't do VIP. I've been in VIP, but I ain't never paid to go in VIP. That's another story for another video. But so the diss track has been dropped. It don't do it for me. I know what he's trying to do. I know what he's trying to. Oh, he wanted his own VIP. Oh my gosh. You know, this is no disrespect to you, boo. But you are on a YouTube web series. You are not on Love and Hip Hop. Everybody does not know you. What VIP you think you're supposed to have your... Anyway. You can get your own section of VIP when you pay for your own section of VIP. Okay? Okay. Now, ain't nobody going to give it to you for free. You ain't on that level. You ain't at that level. You're not here. You're not here. But I was talking about that. Where is Will? Will, I don't know if Will ever did this or not. I don't know. But anyway, VIP ain't that. It ain't VIP. It ain't what people make it out to be. But anyway, that's a whole down that road today. But yeah, all right. So go check it out. Go check out the show G Status ATL Hustle, so you can hear all about. Y'all can see what I'm talking about. S. Dot, one of the stars of the show, your favorite sexualite, he is in the room, and him and Cordae had a big beef for the majority of the season. And if you listen to the diss track, that's who he's talking about in the second verse, when he's talking about I was a DM monster, but you responded, and calling him all kinds of hoes and stuff. And that's pretty much all Cordae did the whole season, was called S. Dot. Sherrod called him a hoe. He called, he definitely has a complex that he is the shit, and that, he called himself the star of the show. He said that. He said he was the star of the show. And, yeah, check it out, y'all. It ain't all that. I just wanted to touch on it since I reviewed the show. I just wanted to touch on it. But anyway, I appreciate anybody who's talented enough to go into a booth and make a song. Away from somebody having some talent. It just don't do it for me. There are no cameras in the real VIP. Yeah, we know what VIP you talking about. Woo. We used to go down to Miami, and me and my girls back in the day, we used to go down to Miami and get into the VIP all the time. It's not that serious. It's just not. But some people act like it's a big deal. Maybe it's a big deal now. I don't know. And you said there's no cameras in the real VIP. I'm going to leave that alone. I will not touch that at all. I'm going to leave that one alone. All right. Last but not least, I'm going to get out of here. Well, no, I got two more things and then I'm going to get out of here. So who's the king of R&B? Hey, Laurie. Who's the king of R&B? Where did this come from? What's his name? Jakiki. He decided that he was the new king of R&B. Why? Because the Soul Train was that you come on and sing a song. Is that what it is? That's how it is now. How many albums does he have? Jacquees. How many he got one album, right? I thought. Maybe 2 tapes and all that other shit. But who is he? Randy Watson. That's right. Such a chocolate. But I just feel like, first of all, the sad thing, oh Lord, the sad thing is that R&B is dead. People like myself who grew up on real R&B, people like myself who grew up on, you know, like that 90s R&B, that 80s R&B, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure my parents would go back into the 70s R&B. But when you start talking about, and he sucked live, right? And when you, hey, Ebony Crosby in the house, how you doing? Whitney Houston said Bobby Brown. Whitney told us who the fuck the king of R&B was, didn't she? She said it was Bobby. And ain't nobody questioned it. They've been letting Bobby roll with that title for a long time because Whitney Houston said it. And whatever Whitney Houston said must have been it. But if we're going to start talking about who's the king of R&B for 2018, I damn sure ain't going to put somebody on that. Like you said, Pat, first of all, the only time I ever heard him sing live, I wasn't impressed. And then does not have the proper resume to even apply for the job. You know, when you sell out shows and when you are a household name and when you crossing over genres and people are seeking you out, then I want to know that you thinking you somebody's king of something. That's what I want to know. Oh, people talking. Oh, wait a minute. It's either trap or pop. Oh my God, I'm so sick of trap. Hey boo, I'm so sick of trap music. Michael Jackson. Okay. I say let the men fight it out. I'm sick of the women always fighting for the top spot. I ain't mad at the men fighting it out either. I'm a piss on argue. Oh, okay. Now let me tell y'all something. Let me say y'all something. I cannot support, but I love me some R. Kelly music. I can't support it no more. I just can't do it. But I still have, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I still have 12 play. The CD 12 play is still in my rotation on my iPod. And when it comes on, I don't fast forward. I listen. I can't help it. I cannot help it. That album is a fucking masterpiece. The 12 play album is a masterpiece. Now, he might have been pissing on women in the interludes. I don't know. But the album itself, whew, his hits are other people's. Charlie Wilson. Yes, Ebony, I will give you some Charlie Wilson. He not even a prince. He the court jester. He the court jester. And Will says, I don't know who he is. Exactly. Most people didn't know who he was. And that's why when he said it, we were like, who? Say that, what? Say that again? Who? You know, R&B is just a lost art. And again, I'm not saying that I agree with that. I'm just saying when you look at record sales and you look at how people are marketed, nobody wants to market an R&B artist anymore. Nobody wants to make R&B the focal. You know what? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like me, I would go. I want to hear real R&B. I want to hear that because that's what I love. That's what I grew up on. That's what I enjoy. But people like myself are the minority. People want to hear the trap music, or they want to hear they just want somebody to come in and sing the hooks, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like, somebody went back to Four Tops and Temptation. You know, those used to be the best. The Temptation Four Top little battles. I would like to see like New Edition do it with Boyz II Men, even though vocally Boyz II Men can blow them out the water, but the choreography and just do like a battle off, that would be a cool little thing to see on like one of these little Soul Train Awards or BET Awards. That would be a cute thing to see them do like a dance off, like an old school R. Kelly. See, I gotta be talking about R. Kelly. Temptations Four Tops thing. That would be actually a cool thing. Nothing better than a grown man who can stand flat-footed and sing at Ebony, you better tell it. You better tell it. You better tell it. Ain't nothing like it. Because let me tell you something. As ugly as Barry White was, Barry White could get it. Barry White could get it. Perm and all. Pat said you can't really talk about the king and not include R. Kelly. I know. Love me. Jaheim, yes. Now, Pat, I know you love Jaheim. Yes. Put that woman first. It will still make me stop. I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. I could be in the middle. The minute I hear that, it'll stop me in my tracks. Avant will get it. Avant could get it. It's a lot of them. If we get to talking, we be here all night. We be all night. No, I can't fuck with Chris Brown. Nope. No. And not because of him, Rihanna. Just he ain't my thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm too old. I'm too old for Chris Brown to be my. Oh Lord, they stole R&B. Teddy Pendergrass. You know what? Teddy Pendergrass used to talk shit. He's like, you better turn off them lights. Turn them off. He yelled at the girl. Like, oh, damn. Okay. But definitely, but like that, now we going old school, y'all. We talking about the old school. I'm talking about right now. When you start, like, you would really have to search it out. Not because the talent isn't out there, but because that's not who's getting the mainstream spins, right? Like, a lot of the great R&B that's out there, you just have to kind of know they're there and be able to just like, oh, Ledisi got a new album. Oh, let me go hop that. You know what I mean? It's not like they're getting the mainstream. And see, for somebody like myself, yes, Tyrese, crazy as he is, but yes, Tyrese, I don't listen to regular radio. So, you know, I listen to XM and stuff like that. So I hear a few of these little people here and there, but I don't really listen to, and now I got rid of my XM, so I don't listen to that. So I don't listen to a lot of radio. So, you know, when people start talking about people like Jacquees, I didn't even know he was an R&B singer because he's with Cash Money Records, taking over the 9-9. I thought he was a rapper. I know. Y'all caught the Cash Money taking over the 9-9? Anyway. I'm too old too, but we are talking about the king for this generation in the 20s, and it's Chris Brown or Tyrese. I mean, not Tyrese, or Trey Songz. Now, if we're going to talk about that generation, I'll give you Chris Brown if we're going to talk about that generation. Okay, then I could give you Chris Brown. You're right. That's a valid argument to say in this time period or whatever. I mean, for that generation, you're right. I could give you that. I could definitely give you that. I'm kind of obsessed with Daniel Caesar's new album. Now, see, I don't know who that is. I'm going to go look him up, Ebony, because you said it. I'm going to go look him up. I don't even know who that is. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? He's probably good as that. I said Northeast. Look, that's a DC thing. New Edition, Guy, Boyz II Men, Jagged Edge. Yeah. You know, that would be a good old battle. That would be fun. That would be a fun. I'm going to tweet Ronnie DeVoe tonight. That would be a good little thing to do in one of these little award shows. Because, you know, lyrically, I mean, I keep saying lyrically, vocally, some groups can sing better than others. But they, you know, you come out there singing their hits and they give you a good two-step, honey. Okay, for people in their 30s, Usher, I could give you Usher. I could give you Usher. Usher has a pedigree. Usher has a resume. Usher has more than one hit album. You know what I mean? So I could definitely, matter of fact, I was looking at something. I was playing a trivia game, and Usher was like the #1 selling artist in like the 2000s or something like that. Like, he was over Beyonce. He was over for that time period where he came out with those albums, you know, with Yeah on it and Confessions and stuff. That little window, he was a top selling in that, you know, in that genre. He was a top selling artist, you know. That is part of being king. We should know who you are. Exactly. It's too many people that don't even know who the hell Jacquees. Don't anybody even know how to say his name. Jacquees, JJ. Don't nobody even know. You're right. We should know who you are. Nobody should be asking a question. Who? King of R&B. Who? See, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Y'all know. Well, you know, H-Town, one of the members was killed. So we ain't gonna never have the original H-Town back together. Here you go. Usher, 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. See, you're right. You can't say it without, or You Remind Me, or I Still Love You make me want to leave the one I'm with. That beat ain't nothing to play with. That beat ain't nothing to play with. Yeah, man. Yeah, Confessions was it. Because, you know, that was back when he was with Tamika and everybody wanted to know their business. You know. Oh, no, that was him and Chili. What was the one with Confessions? Oh, that was Usher versus Usher. Yeah, that was Raymond versus Raymond or whatever he called it. Apparently, he was cruising the streets, handing out her... He was cruising the streets, handing out herpes. Allegedly. Some of these artists don't have a catalog of hits. Exactly. Yeah. If I'd be honest with y'all, if I had to just take a catalog, not take any personal business, no personal situation, no private life type stuff. If I just had to take a catalog and say, who's the king of R&B for, like, I guess it would say my generation, it would have to be R. Kelly. It would. Now, you can say you don't support him anymore. You can say you don't like him anymore. That's cool. But you can't take away the talent. And then even the songs he wrote for other people, you know, and you could go from, and if you want to talk about R. Kelly being able to cross genres, somebody said earlier about Michael Jackson being able to cross genres. Well, R. Kelly, you know, he could go from You Remind Me of My Jeep to I Believe I Can Fly. You know what I'm saying? Step in the Name of Love, you know. So he could take you in all those different mindsets and all those different moods, you know. Now, if I have to start taking into consideration people's personal life, like, I don't know if I'm going to have anybody left. You know? Apparently, oh, yeah, you already said that one. And that's the other thing, too. Jacquay or Jack, whatever, his big hit, he stole from the Boo'd Up Girl. Yeah, it was Tamika. I mean, it was Chili. You're right. It was Chili. Yeah, I you know... Right to be told, I might have to agree with you on that. If I had to do that, I would have to agree with you on that. And then I would have to also agree with the, you know, the younger generation. It would be Chris Brown. It would, you know, I'd have to agree with that. But I just thought it was a fun conversation because, of course, it made the rounds and everybody was talking about it and all that. And I was just like, where is this even coming from? You know, like, why do you even feel like just be, to me, and I also feel like there's something that's missing about being respectful of those who came before you and showing respect and not bowing down. I don't mean to have to bow down. Oh, Maxwell, yes. I don't know about a king, but I definitely put Maxwell in the broom. You know what I mean? I just feel like there was just a level of disrespect down. Like, you need to be the elders and learning from them. Like, you need to be seeking out the Charlie Wilsons who've been there and done that. Charlie Wilson has a story that could keep a whole lot of people out from making the same mistakes. You know, even a R. Kelly to say, look, what not to do. You know, a Tyrese. Like, you could be seeking these people out instead of, in my opinion, disrespecting them. You know, let me see. Yeah. Okay, Maxwell is the Duke of R&B. I'll give him the Duke. Obviously, brothers, but again, we're going a little bit further back. We're going into like the 70s, 80s, but definitely they are, you know, royalty. They are definitely royalty. You know what? I didn't see the video. Pat said, did you see the video of him when he ran up on Keith Sweat? I heard about it. I heard something went down between him and Keith Sweat, but no, I ain't seen no video about it, you know. And again, we can laugh and joke about Keith Sweat being the whiner and all of that. But once again, Keith Sweat has the pedigree. Keith Sweat has a resume he's bringing to the table. Keith Sweat, once he stopped really making, quote unquote, making hits, then he became a producer. He became a manager. He went into radio. Like, you can't, again, these are not people that you should be disrespecting. Right. You know, Charlie Wilson goes back to the Gap Band. And like I said, even his story of him getting strung out on drugs and losing everything and being able to make a comeback. Like, once again, you should be wanting to learn from these people, if nothing else, to figure out what not to do. You know, but see, I don't know. These people, it's just a lack of respect these days. Oh yes, yes. How does it feel? He was the town crier, but he was the shit. Who was the town crier? Oh, you talking about Keith Sweat James? James is in the house. Hey, what's up, mother? Yes, he was the town crier, but hey, I remember seeing Keith Sweat in concert a couple of times. I'll go see him again. Can he still sing? Has anybody seen Keith Sweat live lately? Because I'd go see him again. I'd catch him in a show. Pat, you want to go see Keith Sweat? Keith Sweat kept it classy, but the OJs would have met him oh, hell yeah, they would have met him in the alley. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Quiet as it's kept, the Isleys would have too. Mr. Big would have caught him smack upside the head with the cane. You know that. Say it again. Yeah, Keith Sweat, Aaron Hall. Well, remember Aaron Hall kind of lost his voice. Remember he had that stroke. And he don't sound the same. Cigarettes and a stroke don't make for good lasting vocal lungs. Remember what was a couple of years ago, guy was on one of them shows, one of them R&B shows, the BET Awards or something. You know how they always bring back and he didn't sound too good. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It was sad because I love me some Aaron Hall. It was sad to see. He didn't sound too good. Luther, well, y'all know Luther goes without saying. I didn't even think I needed to say Luther. I didn't think I needed to say Luther. Luther go without saying. But yes, Luther. Yes, Luther. Let's see here. Carolyn said, I'm a fit ignition, bump and grind low down. Yeah. I mean, when you start talking, Sex Me. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sex Me Part 1 and Part 2 is on the 12 Play album. You got 12 Play. You got Sex Me. You got Sex Me Part 2. You got the 12 Play remix. See, that album, if you're ready to make a baby, fast forward. I see I'm old. I said fast forward. Jump to like track 4. Start from like track 4 and play it to the end. By the end, bing, you'll be pregnant. I'm telling you. These veterans need to mentor the youngins. This is how I feel about it. I feel like the youngins should be seeking the veterans out. I don't feel like the veterans need to be running up on nobody. I feel like if I were Jacquez, whatever the boy's name is, I would be seeking these people out to say, can I sit at your feet and learn from the master? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what I wouldn't be doing is disrespecting them and calling them out and making it seem like you know more than they don't know. I don't know why anyone is questioning that RRRR is the true king. Ara is the true king. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you take out, if you take out his, likeness to young girls, because even the peeing thing ain't no problem. Everybody, different strokes for different folks. He just peed on a 15-year-old. That's the problem. Now, if he had peed on a 20-year-old, wouldn't nobody had nothing to say. He peed on a 15-year-old, and that's the issue. Because people pee. People do a whole lot of stuff in the privacy of their bedroom. That's their business. You just can't do it with somebody that ain't old enough to legally do it. That's the problem, Aura. But I ain't gonna go down that road. We ain't gonna go down that road. Unfortunately, most young artists don't want to listen to old heads. Yeah, they think they know everything. I mean, we deal with that shit. I deal with that at work all the time. You know everything. Go on out there and figure it out. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind either. See, bump and grind is on that album too. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Do you understand that I'm telling you that album, you will make a baby. You will have a baby by the time you are done listening to that album. Listen to it twice if you need to. But I'm telling you, what's up, yes, bitch? I talked about the G Status Hustle earlier. You missed it. I was talking about that diss track that your boy dropped. Did you listen to the diss track, yes, bitch? Jacquez, whatever, needs to worry about whether his feet are an indicator of his overall health. And what? What's wrong with his feet? Maxwell Brown. Let me tell y'all about Brian McKnight. Let me tell y'all. I got 2 stories about this. This is when you start talking about old school R&B and how I love R&B. I saw Maxwell before he was Maxwell. I saw Maxwell at a hole in the wall in Raleigh, North Carolina one night. A friend of mine was like, girl, I want you to come hear this new artist that I heard about. This before mixtapes. This before, you know, you just had to get it underground. You had to just know. I was like, all right, let's go. I was living in Greensboro at the time. We drove up to Raleigh. Blew me away. And like 6 months later is when that debut CD came out. Honey. Blue. He still had the afro and everything. Same thing with Brian McKnight. I remember seeing Brian McKnight at UDC, University of District of Columbia. We paid $10 for them tickets. Nobody knew who the hell Brian McKnight was. And like a couple of months later, he blew up. You just have to go out here now and find that talent. You never know who is going to blow up and who's going to be the next big thing or whatever. But it's out there, you know. But being on the radio like it was, it's just not out. It's not. They're not in the radio. They're not on the radio like that anymore. I was 15 when Kelly married 14-year-old Aaliyah. Girl, don't we remember Aaliyah? It's what on YouTube. The diss track, the Corday diss track. Yep, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I just looked at it. If you don't find it, let me know. I'll drop you the link, James. If not a baby, a real good time, girl. Yes, because I'm not making no babies. My baby making days as well. They was never here because I don't have no babies. But damn sure ain't no babies coming up out of here now. I was going to tell too much of my business. Okay. Yeah, golden showers. Golden showers ain't illegal. Somebody want some golden showers. That's their business. Yes, yes. Oh, Maxwell is just. Oh my gosh, yes. Hold on, y'all. Maxwell is. Oh, baby making fine. Woo. That's right. I was good. I was good. I didn't make no babies. I didn't say I didn't practice. I didn't make none, no. That diss track is hot trash. Look, Ebony, I'd already talked about the diss track. We can go back there because we got a couple of people who watch G Status in here. Sherrod was in here earlier, but y'all go listen to that diss track. Now, I don't like to talk about, like I said earlier, I don't like to talk about people's artistry because it takes a lot to go into a booth, to write a song, to lay a track, and all of that good stuff. I respect people who do it. However, that song is some shit. It's some hot-butted shit. It's not good. It's not good at all. And the first verse, I guess he was talking about Milan, which I think. Talking about being coked out and mad because but then in the second verse, he clearly was talking about Sherrod. I mean, clearly he was talking about Sherrod. And then there was an interview I watched earlier. What's up, Chris? Real R&B doesn't exist anymore. That's the sad thing. Chris Sutton. Chris, I don't know if I want you. If that's the same Chris Sutton, I don't know if I want you in my live. You beat me out of the football pool this week, and I'm not really happy with you about that because you beat me in the last minute, and I was really not happy. Like I was in the lead all fucking 2 days, and you caught me in the fourth quarter of the Monday night game. Hurt my feelings. Hurt me real bad. Child, my cousins was rapping in the basement making CDs. The track made not a lick of sense. Yeah, I didn't understand anything he said. I need a lyric video. Let me tell y'all something. Did y'all hear? Did y'all hear the lyric where he said he was saying that Sherrod was thirsty, give him a Fanta, but he was trying to make Fanta rhyme, and so the way he said it, I was like, is he saying Fanta? Is he trying to make Fanta rhyme? Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good, and I just feel like, why? The season is over. The reunion has passed. Why you want to drop a diss track now? Why? You know, it just didn't. Anyway. Yes, exercise is the best. Yes, none of the words connect. Yeah, I mean, it just, and I listened to it twice because I said, okay, maybe I missed something the first time. So I listened to it again. It's horrible. James said it couldn't be worse than his interviewing skills. Okay, well, after you listen to it, you let me know. You let me know how you feel about it then after that, because it was not good. It wasn't good at all. There is good R&B music out there. You basically have to, yeah, I mean, there is good R&B music out there, but you have to just be out there looking for it. Like, You know, it's not going to fall in our laps like it used to, because like I was saying earlier, it's not on rotation on the radio like that. It's not going to just fall in our laps, but it's definitely good music out there. You know, you just got to look for it. It's not, you know, and again, a lot of these artists still put music out. They're doing it independently. They're not on labels. Some of these people we're talking about are still releasing music. You know, we have to support them, because again, people like Jacquae come along and think just because he got a couple of rotations that now all of a sudden he's the king of something. No, boo, you don't have the resume for that. Yeah, see, it's Chris Sutton. But let me tell you what, it was a good battle though. But I was so mad. It came down to I had Drew Brees and you had Caffrey, and Caffrey had a better game. Who knew Drew Brees was only going to score 12 points? Anyway, let me see. What you just say? Yes, bitch. They turned. Yeah, that's what I was saying to Sherrod. They tried to play off of the core dummy thing. Now it's core yummy. That's so sad. He be killing me when they ask him to sing live and he gives that bullshit excuse. A real singer, hun. Thank you. Exactly. And me and James were talking about that. When you are a real singer, oh no, that wasn't me and James. That was me and Ty Couture. When you are a real singer, you will drop a mic wherever you feel like it. You don't have to have a mic. You could go a cappella. You will sing, especially if you are an independent artist that's trying to get your name out there. And somebody gives you the opportunity to sing or perform. You see Charlie XCX put his song up there. You saw he did. No, you take every opportunity. Chris, don't be sending me no damn emojis. Try watching Terrell Grice on YouTube. He showcases a lot of great artists. Okay, I'm going to look him up. I'm going to definitely look him up. Get personal. No, Will, I'm going to let it go. I was in my feelings because I just knew I had won the football pool. But I'm let it go. I'm gonna woo-saw that. But yeah, so I just wanted to drop in, y'all. This was a good conversation, but I just wanted to drop in and let everybody know that I was out of town this weekend. I'm gonna say it again because nobody was in here at the beginning. I was out of town this weekend, and I got, and I was gonna sit down last night and do my videos, and I walked in the door and got some bad news as soon as I walked in the door, and I just wasn't in the mood. So tonight, I thought I would come in, talk about a few things, get that out the way, and then I'm about to drop some videos tonight. I'm going to get my Love and Hip Hop, and I'm going to get my Real Housewives, and I'm going to get my Dirty John. Those three I'm going to drop tonight. And then Black Ink Crew, I'll drop that one tomorrow. That's what we're working with. Let me see. I'm going to get a couple of more. What y'all talking about? Oh, it's about to get, it's the same thing, yeah. I am feeling some kind of way about my football. Let me tell you something. Football is serious. And the podcast, the co-host of the podcast, we have a FanDuel league. So, with FanDuel, you pick your roster every week. And so we got a group chat where we talk a lot of trash. We've had one or two people that's been dominating most of the season. So I just knew I had it won last night, Monday night. I just knew it. And every time I would check, Chris was creeping up on me, getting closer to the very end. He beat me by what, 2 points? Less than 2 points. It hurts, man. It hurts right here. I felt it right there in my heart. Hurt. I mean, my heart's not on that side. My heart's right here. Where's my heart? I didn't take biology. Anyway. Okay, cool. So I don't have to watch them. Watch what? What you don't have to watch, Will? I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Okay. Oh, so you don't have to watch the video. Oh, you can watch the video. Yeah, watch the review so you don't have to watch the show. Exactly. Do it. I watch James Caldwell's Love, the Have and Have Nots review because I can't watch that show anymore. But his reviews are so damn funny. I just watch his reviews. I ain't watched that show in 2 years. But I watched James Caldwell's review. Hey, Taylor. Heart is on the left. Thank you, Ebony. So I was right the first time. I was right here. Boom. I was right the first time. Oh, yeah, because you put your hand over your heart. Yeah. Don't ask me why I had a brain fart. I really had a brain fart. I'm really not that dumb. And you my twin. Chris is my twin, and he took my money. That's all right. I'm going to have to get it back this week. Anyway, y'all. So look out for those videos that's going to be dropping tonight. Thank everybody for coming through. It was fun. I really was only going to be on here for like 2 or 3. Yes, it's that. James Carver said, "Is it this blonde radio mess?" Yes, it's that blonde radio mess. So when you listen to that blonde radio mess, you text me and you tell me what the hell you think of that song. You tell me if you think it's worse than his interview skills. I'll wait. Okay. Y'all have a good evening though. I'm see y'all later on this week, but this was fun. Thank everybody for coming through the room and talking. It was a good conversation, and I will see y'all later.